Hello, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. We're going to go ahead and use some selenite also for cleansing. Today's Reiki Healing Live is all about releasing negative thought patterns and limiting beliefs. Of course, Cassie, I'm glad that you're here. Your day hasn't been well, I'm assuming? Hopefully it gets better. Hey, Demaya, how are you? Welcome in, everyone. It is 4:20 on the clock. That might be a sign for some people. You're okay, not having a great day either. It seems like that is the collective energy. Make sure you're being compassionate to yourself. Drink lots of water. Hello, Anina, how are you? You just finished a commission for your dad. Oh. The 420 is for you, Angie. That's good. I'm glad you're having a good day. $333 might also be a sign for you, but also we're at 420 likes now, so that's kind of funny. Double sign on that one. Also the number 13. It's a painting. Ooh, love that though. What kind of painting? Hello, Olivia. How are you? Oh no, you're good. We just started. We actually started a little bit late today. Thank you for being here. Nope, you're not late at all. I'm glad you're doing better today. A plant one? That sounds adorable. Demea. Okay, so you guys know what runes are, I'm assuming you do. At some point soon, I plan on listing custom resin earrings for runes. So I'm thinking of also making some that are just like certain rune symbols that have ferns in them, things like that. I think that'd be really cute. But I'm also thinking of doing like custom ones. Or maybe custom rune sets. You're from the UK trying to sleep, Kelly. Oh, I hope that you have a wonderful night and that this soothes and relaxes you. Pardon my bad English. For the record, English is my first language, but I'm also pretty sure my first language is gibberish. Demary, you'll get there. I appreciate that. I actually do already have a mold. Okay, so I didn't make this one. I did purchase this piece, and then I do just already have the strings available. I did put this one together, though. This one is my devotional necklace to Loki, and this one is my devotional necklace to Hecate. For those of you who are not aware, which most of you are, I am pagan. Hey Sam, how are you? Oh, I'm doing all right, Sam. I'm glad you're doing well. For those of you who missed it when I said it, we are focusing completely on releasing negative or limiting beliefs today. Olivia, I'm glad you're here too. I think this is something everyone needs, whether they think it or not. So this one is actually a piece of Lumerian quartz. I had a pillar that broke, and I have the rest of it over here, but I turned it into an earring. And then Vivianite, which also was a piece of crystal that broke into 3, funny enough. So I turned them into earrings. I don't like wasting things, and I figured why not use them still. So they're earrings now. My broken crystals usually become jewelry. Or I give them to someone else. Yeah. Plus, these are both great at unlocking and removing negative patterns around the heart chakra. And the high heart, funny enough. So I also added some rose quartz to it. It's a great crystal combination that I actually use quite often in my lives. Suri, thank you. That's so sweet. Carrie, thank you for following. I'm just gonna go ahead and fluff up your aura a little bit. Ooh. Remove some of that nastiness that might be trapped in it. Anastasia, thank you for the rose. If any of you get a little lightheaded, take some deep breaths. Anastasia, thank you for following. Janine, not much. You're good. We got on about 7 minutes ago. I started a little bit late today. Right now we're just fluffing the aura. The focus of today's live is focused around releasing negative thought processes and belief systems that are no longer serving you. Olivia, I love that. That's how you know it's going to be working. But for some people, they don't actually physically feel it. I'm going to go ahead and use some celestite in the aura for a minute. Justin, welcome in. Thank you for accepting. Oh, me too, Sam. That and when people, I think I only know of one other person who does the same thing as me when it comes to this, because I actually learned it from them. When they're removing the negative clouds from your headspace, that one always feels like you're just having clarity out of nowhere. Anastasia, working with crystals will help. For example, I would recommend clear quartz and amethyst are great ones. Celestite is the one that we are currently using. They are both great. Olivia, you typed in yawn and I almost started yawning, and actually I'm still yawning. Darn it. Okay, 1 second. You made me yawn. You're so funny. Okay, no, you're good. That was funny. But those ones are great crystals to work with the aura. There's also seashells. There's just grounding meditations and other kinds of meditation. Energy clearing is pretty simple when it comes to that. You can work with golden light energy or just white light. Also the violet flame. They have guided meditations on YouTube where you can look up where they actually work with the violet flame to try to clear any of the negative energy away. We're going to be working with that a little bit today, actually, but not for that purpose. Thank you for all the worlds. They're so cute. And Erin, thank you for subscribing. You also like it when I work with water, Sam. Thank you for the description on that. I don't often get comments that tell me what elements they like when I work with. I don't think I express it enough when I do switch elements. But for those of you who don't know, one of the attunements that I have for Reiki healing is actually working with the elements. So it is the 4-element Reiki style technique. And occasionally I will tell you guys when I always do that. But sometimes I forget to mention it and I just kind of end up doing it. So I really appreciate it when I get feedback for that kind of thing. Definitely do grounding meditations for sure. Thank you, Demea. I appreciate it. I am glad that I can be a safe space for you guys and to create a nice healing, like, sanctuary, so to speak. I'm going to go ahead and use rose quartz to feed your aura, so to speak. For some of you, this is going to hit directly in the heart space, but that is not where the direct intention is going. So if you are working on self-appreciation and self-worth, I recommend starting with self-love and compassion. Remember that anything that so whenever you get those negative thoughts, Trinity, thank you for following, I highly recommend that you take a moment, think about where those thoughts and thought patterns stem from, and remember that they're not true. It's really hard to break through that one, and I'm going to be completely honest, I struggle with it a bit myself still. But whenever you end up feeling like you are unworthy or you're not good enough or anything like that, I want you to take a moment and remember why that's not true. Whether you can think of a reason off the top of your head or not, I want you to think back to the instance where someone made you feel like that. And remember, you're just a normal person doing the best you can. Even if you would have known better now from things that would have happened before, mistakes are how we grow. You have to be compassionate about that kind of thing. And remember that your worth is not determined on what you have, where you are in life, or anything else. Your worth, you're already worthy. The first steps to learning self-worth is through self-compassion. Just remind yourself regularly that you are a human being, you are worthy of everything that you desire, you are worthy of having your needs met, and you are worthy of appreciation and love from an unconditional standpoint. And some people aren't going to be able to vibe with you, some people aren't going to be able to get along with you, some people just are not meant to be in your life, and there's no shame in that. It's not your fault. It's not their fault either. It's just how it is. Take deep breaths, be patient with yourself. Healing takes time. Anastasia, yes, I do energy readings every Wednesdays, and I'm going to be starting to do them this weekend on Saturdays as well. I can read people's energies and how they are doing specifically rather than just in a collective setting. It does take a lot of attunement, so basically me focusing. Although I've only had one instance so far during the live sessions where I have tapped into someone else's energy while trying to tap into someone else, but it was because they also had the same name. But yeah, it's kind of just the intention and where you're placing your energy and efforts. I also do one-on-one sessions, which helps. So speaking of, if you're looking for a one-on-one personal Reiki session, so it's $1 per minute. I have 15-minute sessions, 30-minute sessions, and hour-long sessions. If you are interested, link in bio, and I work with your schedule. A light little reminder for you guys, I do go by he, they pronouns, so please avoid using terms that are feminine for me. I would greatly appreciate it. good, yes. And I'm happy to help. We are focusing on releasing limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns around self today, Terry. Right now we are focusing on spreading loving energy throughout the auric field. Scout, thank you for following. Thank you, Terry. Also, the person whose username is Hematite, I love that. I love Hematite, it's a great piece. Thank you, Jess. Sam, thank you. Oh, also, I haven't mentioned it to you guys just yet, so this is the first time I'm mentioning it. When we reach what my follower count, 6,500 followers, I am doing a 3-person giveaway. But this time, rather than being the 3-minute personalized videos, I'm actually doing hour-long session giveaways. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to be posting about that in the next couple of days, and then I will again when we reach the actual goal. So if you guys are interested, the only requirements are that you are following and that you comment on the video where the announcement will be made. But right now we are working with rose quartz for self-love. Yeah, I figured it would be good because you guys would actually benefit from that too. And, you know, why not? You would love that. I'm glad. Sydney, thank you for following. I figured you guys would like it. Plus, who doesn't like more Reiki? You're here for the Reiki, but you stay for the jokes. I'm joking. I hear that comment sometimes, and I'm just like, that's so funny. But yeah. My sessions are fairly relaxed. It's basically what you see here, but personal, one-on-one, and you guys get to talk to me. I do have 2 different options for it. We can do video call where we are talking like this, except for I can also see you, but you can also turn your camera off if you'd like to, or we can just talk on the phone. Either way. It is Zoom meetings when it comes to the virtual meetings, just so you know. And I do email you the link so you have that available. Golden Retriever, I love that. I'll have to take a look after. We have some clouded thoughts today. So before we get into working with smoky quartz for lifting any anxiety and depression and negative patterns, we are going to I'm going to readjust real quick. Clear the mind for a second. Oh, some of you are self-deprecating pretty hard. I'm also feeling like depression. Please be patient with yourself. I knew we were going to be focused around self-worth today, but I wasn't expecting to pick up on the thoughts themselves. That's interesting. I want to remind you guys, because we mentioned it earlier too, you guys are worthy. You are not unworthy. You are not too much. You are valued. You are loved. You are accepted. Anyone who makes you feel otherwise might not be for you. It has nothing to do with you when someone treats you poorly. It has everything to do with the other person. We can't control the actions or words of other people. We can only control our own. And just because you've made mistakes does not mean that you are not worthy. Mistakes are normal. It's how we grow. It's funny that you mentioned Apollo, because I literally just thought of him. But I have altars to 8 different deities. Hecate and Loki are my matron and patron. I have their jewelry on. I have an altar to Artemis, to Queen Persephone and King Hades, Lady Freya, and Aphrodite. Terry, yes and no. See, here's the thing. When it comes to anger, I believe divine anger is healthy. As a Reiki healer, one of the Reiki principles is I will not be angry today. However, anger is healthy. Anger is something that we should acknowledge, that we should heal, and we should embrace. Now, I'm not saying go let your rage out on everybody, obviously. But anger is a sign of injustice. When you get angry, you're angry for a reason. Anger is healthy and healing. We should just scream it out. We should all just act like a kid throwing a tantrum in a grocery store once in a while. I like to just I just cry to the trees, to be honest. And most of my anger I get out through work. But you can channel your anger into positive things. Yeah, let's just go to the beach, you guys. Let's just scream at the beach. It's great. Letting go of someone you love is one of the hardest things you have to do. Talking from personal experience, one of the best decisions I ever made for myself, yes, was actually leaving someone that I did still love. It was a 5-year-long abusive relationship. It was extremely difficult. It took me 2 years to finally decide to leave, and the only reason I did was because he told me that if I moved back to my family and away from him and his family, who were extremely toxic, that he would leave me. And so the only reason I ended up leaving him was because he said that. And then I decided to choose myself after he didn't leave me when I left. So leaving people can be really hard, but it's honestly usually a good decision. If they're not good for you, let them go, because you deserve better. No, you're okay, Bree Bree. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Rage rooms are funny. I haven't been to one, but they just opened one where I live. Jess, I try to be as transparent as possible because with you guys, we're all going through a lot of things, and my entire purpose for learning Reiki and for becoming a healer in the first place has always been through trauma healing. I have experienced a plethora of different types of traumas since I was literally probably a newborn. To extreme levels, I have gone through a ton of different traumatic events, and I have been working on healing all of them. It takes time, it takes effort, and I believe wholeheartedly that if we talk about our mental health issues and we connect, we can heal them. Chaotic Phoenix, yes, that is a Loki devotional necklace. Demea, spirituality is good. So in your spiritual journey, sometimes you do end up alone, and so you will end up feeling lonely, but you're not insane. Far from it. You're choosing healing. You're choosing something that is good for you. And other people oftentimes are stuck in that pain. And in doing healing for yourself, sometimes we have to release those that do hurt us or that can't understand what healing looks like. It's not their fault. It's not your fault. Continue healing. It's good for you. Be patient with yourself. And just know everything's going to be okay. Healing can be a lonely journey, but it's extremely worth it in the end. Because eventually you're going to find the people who will accept you as you are, and you'll learn to accept them as they are. You won't try to change them. You won't try to heal them. You'll let them exist as they are, and you'll accept them. Any imperfections are still imperfections. They're worthy of love and acceptance as they are too. Some people who are still hurt, they can do and say things that are not healthy for us, of course, but that's why we learned healthy boundaries and how to become more waterproof in order to protect ourselves and our emotions. We can be sympathetic in those moments, but empathy, if you use it the wrong way, you become too sensitive. And oftentimes that's how we start out, super empathetic. Eventually in the healing we become a little bit less, or we stay empathetic, but learn how to better guard ourselves. It's really ironic though, because at some points when you're dealing with empaths, from an empath standpoint, sometimes in the healing journey you actually almost feel like you lost compassion for other people because you're so used to giving everything about yourself to someone else. and you stop doing that because you're learning healthy boundaries and how to protect and keep yourself safe and loved, sometimes you end up pulling yourself back. And in doing so, you feel like you're not giving enough. You feel like you're not being supportive enough or loving enough. But it's not true. Whisper, you're not wrong. Oh, chaotic. I love that, though. He probably did. And then the Fire Nation attacked. Why does that feel like my life, though, Whisper? Oh my gosh. That's how it feels at the time. I apologize for Princess. She just wants in, but I'm in the middle of a live. 444 on the clock. That might be a sign for people. Bree, I don't know what I missed there, but thank you to my moderators. Yes, Loki's amazing. Loki does help a lot through learning and healing. He invites in the chaos that is helping you transition and change in the way that is best for you. Terry, you can always light the candle and leave him offerings and stuff and build up that relationship with him first. Ironically, you're never wrong. You're sometimes wrong, but that goes for all of us. Chaotic Phoenix, thank you for following. Again, being wrong is how we learn. Angie, yeah, I think that's something we all need to learn and hear. You're just sometimes, I'm never wrong, but I'm just sometimes not correct. You're great, I love you. We're all like that sometimes, though. We're gonna go ahead and do some polling. If it gets a little bit tight, it feels like it's gonna be within your solar plexus and your heart space. Take some deep breaths. From Royal Blue Crystals, definitely. Ooh, lotus incense. I want lotus tea. I really want to get blue lotus tea because I haven't had it yet. But I haven't gotten any yet. Yeah, it works similarly to mugwort. However, it was used in ancient Egypt, which I think is great. Quite often for helping you reach a elevated state, so to speak. And I think that would be great. Ooh, you smoke it and it's sweet. That sounds actually blissful. See, no, I really want it. Mugwort too, although some people can't have mugwort. I'm assuming Blue Lotus is probably the same. There's something desperately within the headspace. Tiny root beer mugs? That sounds adorable. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Terry, I love that. I was on Carolyn's live last night and they were talking about how they don't like working in the brain because it's squishy. It makes me giggle a little bit because I'm just sitting here like casually not even worrying about it because in angelic healing it's pretty dirty when you're cleaning the chakra systems because it looks like there's tar all over everything and you have to like clean it up, wipe it and scrub it down. Chaotic Phoenix, that might help. Okay. The music will be changing, just so you guys know, so hopefully that doesn't end up spooking anybody. This is like a 30-minute long video here, and then I'm going to be switching to one that's good for releasing negative energy. We are working with the element of water now. This may have a cooling effect for some of you. Chelsea, no. I only have the chocolate powder. So I don't have any strawberry right now. Fun fact for you guys about me, I can't eat actual... Oh no, Clara. Yeah, I can't eat actual strawberries because of the texture, but I like the taste of strawberries. You put strawberry on Hecate's altar? I love that. Which way? Thank you for following. Well, I feel bad because I haven't been giving her the other kinds of offerings that I would usually do. Like I haven't been making honey cakes or anything like that. I know that she's okay with like when I'm struggling, especially mental health wise. She's like very comforting, and she is always like, "Hey, put in as much effort as you can," and I'm like, "Ha," but like I'm not doing enough, even though I'm not doing stuff. It can be really difficult. Oh, yes, sorry, 100%. There would be times where I started eating something too, and then all of a sudden I can't eat it because the texture grosses me out. I love that, Terry. Yeah, I wish I could eat strawberries just as they are. If I peeled them, I'd probably be able to. Am I ever bothered by drinks? It depends. I can't drink boba because the tapioca balls kind of bother me. And then smoothies that aren't like super smooth, those bother me. Oh, I'm glad that she finally posted. Yeah, be patient with yourself, Chaotic Phoenix. That can be really difficult to deal with, sensory issues, especially in relation to food or anything. But be patient with yourself. Alright, we're switching from water to fire. That's adorable. Ah, she needed a break. That makes sense. We are starting with the feet and we're going to work our way up the body. And Anthony, welcome in.
Take a tour of a place from the comfort of your...
I apologize for the advertisement. Thank you for following. Bambi, thank you for following. Oh no. Hopefully it gets less painful. Reiki with Ryland, welcome in. Chelsea, maybe tomorrow. Terry, I love that. might get a little emotional for some people. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. Chelsea, I love that though. We are up in the solar plexus now. All right, thank you for following. I can't. Olivia, thank you for subscribing. And Olivia and any other subscriber that may be in the chat, I just want you to know, if you join me on my energy lives on Wednesdays and Saturdays, you do receive a energy reading every time you hop into one of those, and you grant me permission to. Also a 1-card oracle card reading. I appreciate it. Zach Wyatt, thank you for following. You know, it's funny you're bringing up this as I'm working on inner child healing for you guys. It's really funny, actually. Thank you, Witchway. Chaotic Phoenix, yeah. I'm sitting here giggling about it like, you guys have no idea that I'm tapping in this far, but, Cult Leader, thank you for following. I love that, though. I still don't really know what the team part is, but welcome to the team. That was a very tight feeling in the chest. Almost like a pop. Aviel, that's beautiful. Genuine, welcome in. Tisa, thank you for following. Witchy Mama, welcome in. Oh no, I hope that your fur baby is okay. Tisa, hello. Oh, Monsters Inc., yeah. Hello, how are you? The bluebird might be a sign for some of you. Thank you, Mountain Mama. I appreciate it. Oh. I hope it heals quickly. Witchy Mama, thank you for following. Letting up some of that tightness. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am being called to use some blue calcite for easing stress and anxiety. Marla, if you come in tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be doing energy readings, and I would be able to probably tap into that tomorrow. I will likely also be doing oracle card readings tomorrow. Just so you know, if you are a subscriber, you do get a energy reading and a one card pull oracle reading every time I do one of those energy reading lives. Most energy readings are going to be tip based though, and then I do some free general energy readings as well. Thank you for the rose. Astrology readings. Aviel, I love that though. I apologize for the background noise. They are about to walk the dogs. Might be a little bit loud. We're being called to now use Auralite 23. The Royal Hounds. I mean, their names kind of make them sound like they should be, like, royalty in a video game, but they're named after 2 gay video game characters. I'm glad that you feel relaxed. Their names are Dorian and Cullen. It's a great crystal. I got this one for like $26. The price was $15, but you had to pay for shipping and handling. Aviel, are you following Starbloom Healing? Because if you go to the link in their bio, they have the Lions. I think it's the Lions Gate. That's where I bought this from. Jaden, welcome in. I had a person asking about you going live again. Both are great crystals. Well, technically, Moldavite is glass, but you know. Jaden, you're popular. For those of you who are not following Astral Healing Reiki and you like my energy, I highly recommend going over there. They're kind of like the water version of me, but also they're less chaotic than I am. So if you're wanting more peaceful vibes, highly recommend them. Some of my lives, if you're a regular here, you know it can be a little bit chaotic at times. At least it's funny, and a lot of the people here love the energy. That's why they are here. But if you're looking for something more stress relief, more relaxation type, I highly recommend them. Though when I'm over there in their comments, sometimes that gets a little bit crazy too. You thrive on the chaos. 100%. I love you. No, I was literally talking to Carolyn yesterday about how whenever I'm on their lives, I was like, do I just bring like the maximum amount of chaos? And they're just sitting here like, I think you are the most chaotic people like who come into my life. And I'm like, well, it makes sense. Bravery, that's awesome. Mountain Mama, thank you. I'm glad. I heard someone on this app once say the words, if you think that I'm too much, go find less. I am not too much. But if you think that I am, then I just might not be your vibe. You recall that conversation? Yeah. It was funny. As we were talking about the different forms of releasing energy once you do Reiki sessions. Nikki, hello. Yes and no. Better from the CPTSD episode, but self-worth issues came up a lot today. I'm doing a bit better now. We all know how that goes, though, considering this Reiki session is actually about that, which, funny enough, was not going to be my intention originally. I asked my deck, and they were like, this is what everyone needs right now, and I'm like, all right. Working on releasing negative inner belief systems and allowing for more freedom from a place of love. I hope everyone is having a decent day, though. Thank you too. Yeah, definitely. It's a great deck. Process of what to do about it. I apologize for the train, everyone. Jaden, thank you. It's awkward talking on camera like that because most of my videos, like I'm talking like this, easy peasy. I don't have to measure how long it takes me to speak. I don't have to pay attention to, I don't have to pay that much attention because I can just talk to you guys versus speaking into a video where it's just me. I'm like, this is awkward and I don't know what to do. Oh gosh, but I appreciate that. Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen it, I did do a collective video reading today. I was going to go live earlier to do a few oracle readings, and then I decided not to. I'm tempted to do one after this live, but we'll see how I'm feeling. Angie, I'm so sorry for your loss. Also, I definitely get it. That's just difficult. Having to learn how to interact with other people again after taking time for yourself for a prolonged period of time and finally being comfortable with that can be extremely difficult, especially if you don't get along with your family. For some of you, this is hitting heavily in the third eye. We're going to go ahead and add in some petrified wood for grounding. Angie, that can be extremely hard too, especially when they're people who will get upset about you setting boundaries or people who benefited from you not having any. And people who don't listen to those boundaries are not usually worth your time. It's hard to cut out certain people though sometimes, but you have to do what is best for you. Whatever you feel is best for you. We are going to be using some black kyanite now. You watered your flowers. Of course, I'm here to listen if you guys ever need me. This is a safe space. That's what my channel is all about. Helping people heal and helping them know that they're not alone. And to answer any spiritual guidance questions. Or random witchy questions. That feels very uncomfortable. Felt like there was something in my ear for a second. Glad there wasn't. Intune Reiki, welcome in. Definitely. Sleep if you feel like it, and you have the time to. I'm glad that this is relaxing enough. This might bring up some uncomfortable feelings. Take some deep breaths and acknowledge the emotions and let them pass. Eight-legged geeks. I read it wrong for a second. We are using petrified wood for grounding and calming, and then we're using black kyanite for removing any negative cords. Your inner child work is like, that's funny. Yeah, no cleaning. Jump on the bed. I don't think I could. Okay, for the record, I have bad knees, so I couldn't jump on the bed even if I wanted to. I think my inner child would have preferred to go under the bed and either like play a video game or read a book. Funny enough. Demea, take some deep breaths. When you receive a lot of downloads in one day, chances are it's just that you're going through a spiritual awakening again. Most of the time, it's just that everything is going to be okay and you're on the right path. And if other things are going through your life that are stressful at that moment, it's oftentimes your spirit guides being like, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're doing okay. It's just the universe redirecting you. Not always a fun experience, for sure, but... And a reminder, if you're seeing a lot of angel numbers, I want you to take time to remember what you were thinking about as you received those angel numbers or right before you saw it. We are going to go ahead and put these down, and we're going to use the big satin spar again. I know a lot of you really like this one. Terry, I love that. Olivia, 333 and 444. Those are great numbers. Most of the time, I have overwhelming thoughts quite often. So when I receive intuitive messages, sometimes it's just through that, or sometimes it'll be I'm working on something. Yeah. Sometimes I'll be working on something and I'll have a song message come on. I'm not just meaning in my head either, like I'll be thinking about something very specific and then a song in relation to that will pop up, or like I'm doing a reading for someone and a song that they needed that literally correlates with what I'm doing the reading about will pop on and I'm like, well, this is funny. It's kind of funny when that happens. There's a storm. I love that though. Jeremy, thank you for following. 2s, 5s, 3s, and 35s. Padawan, thank you for following. Yes, Olivia, and 313 is also a representation of her, and just the number 13 as well. Also, I think the 369. Yes. Hopefully it's pleasant. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Horses might be a sign for some of you. For a second, I thought someone had mentioned horses in the comments, and then I was like, wait, no one mentioned horses. Okay. I love that, though. Yeah, that's interesting. Do you know what color the horse is? 777 usually, for some people, represents good luck, but it can mean a bunch of different things, to be honest. Blue horse, that's really interesting. Unicorn, very biblical. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Well, 777 usually means that you're in alignment with your goals, by the way. So whatever you were focusing on is something to help you realign, that kind of thing. And then being chased by a horse in general in a dream is usually a representation of unpleasant situations and disagreeable companions. Are you being taken advantage of or feeling violated in some way by other people? Maybe someone is crossing your boundaries and or making you feel unsafe in one way or another. Your dream is about rightness and the idea, decision, and plan. So whenever you're feeling like someone is violating your integrity, so to speak, that's your brain processing that and how to try to tell you need to set firm boundaries. I am being basically told to remind you guys, reminder for you, don't be so hypercritical of yourself. Be more compassionate. Sometimes we end up, I'm seeing the judgment in reverse, basically. Your inner critic may be on like full blast right now. You might be sitting there judging all of your actions, all of your mistakes, everything that you could have possibly done wrong, and sitting there thinking about how that makes you not good enough or not worthy. know that that's not true. Everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes are how we grow. Mistakes are how we learn. Mistakes are how we heal. We cannot learn without going through things and new experiences, and we're not going to be perfect at everything the first time. There's, in fact, no one who is perfect, and anyone who claims to be is definitely lying, or if they're being run by their ego. But, ego is also fear. Everyone always needs to be able to work on their ego, releasing the fear, releasing the pain, releasing the grief that built it up in the first place. It's an unhealthy coping mechanism. I highly recommend that you focus towards releasing these negative thought patterns. You can start by doing a pros and cons list for yourself, so to speak. So you sit there and you write down all of these negative thoughts about yourself. I want you to take time, journal, put down on paper all of these things that I say to myself that are really mean that I would never say to another person, or all of these negative thoughts that I have about myself in general. Don't do anything else with it just yet. I want you to write down all of those things, whether it be the words of I'm not enough, I'm not worthy of love, no one loves me, things like that. Whatever you end up saying to yourself on a daily basis, I want you to write those down. Then I want you to stop with that for a second, and then take a second to write a different list. What I think I am doing right, and what I think I am good at, what I think makes me great, what I am grateful that I do on a daily basis. At first, when you're first starting out, that list might be very small in comparison to the other one. Then I want you to go back up to the other list when you have the energy and time too, and I want you to challenge each one of those negative thoughts. I want you to sit there and recognize why they're not true. Who made you feel like that? Who said it first? And was it just an outcome of someone treating you poorly? You can't control the actions or words of other people, but you can control your own. And just so you know, their words and actions are not directly tied to anything about you. It's just about them. Other people are going to make you feel bad at times. Their opinions and words don't matter. What does matter is that you remember you are a human being, and we are all worthy of love, compassion, and understanding. More than anything, our actions speak louder than words. If you are actively trying to become a better person and/or you actively do your best to be a good person regularly, continue to do your best and remember you're doing enough. You are enough. You are worthy without having to do anything, be anything, and without having to work towards anything. You are already enough. You are already worthy. Be kind to yourself. Life is when people are hard enough on you without you adding anything else to the mix. So be kind to yourself. You'll hear me preach that all the time, but I'm happy to remind you as much as possible. We get so lost in society's viewpoints and the opinions of other people that we end up losing sight of who we really are. That's not kind to ourselves. Easy to do. It's not good for us. Terry, I have her candle lit as well. Victoria, welcome in. And thank you for all the gifts, you guys. And for all the likes. Shale Stentry, yeah. Tears are healing. Cry as much as you need to. Be willing to express and release these emotions in whatever way feels right for you guys. And of course, I'm happy to help. Inner child healing is one of the hardest forms of healing, at least in my experience. Probably because most of my trauma, well, actually I can't even say that. I wish I could say most of my trauma dated back to childhood. A lot of it does. But not most of it, unfortunately. I think that's just kind of my life. Oh, goodness. Your solitaire game is stuck on level 333. That's ironic and really funny, Terry. But like I said, you guys, be kind to yourself. Be compassionate. Do whatever you need to do to remember that you are worthy of giving and receiving the love back. And remember as well, if you are feeding into relationships or friendships or partnerships or any kind of relationship in general, including coworkers, that is not feeding back into you, pull back. You have complete control over where your energy is going. And if someone is taking from your cup and not allowing it to be refilled, what does that mean, you guys? They are not worth your time. That is what that means. Separate yourself from people that are just going to drain you and cause you emotional or physical harm. Those kinds of people are not worth your time. Snip, snip. Exactly. We're being called to use some sunstone. This might get a little toasty for some people. We're also adding in moonstone. Jackie, definitely. Today's collective live purpose is releasing negative inner thoughts and inner critic, basically. Releasing negative inner belief systems. Lauren, welcome in. Art Freak, welcome in. Thank you for following. Jen C, thank you for following. Hydration reminder, everyone drink water. He made honor roll. Congratulations to him. That's exciting. We're using Amazonite in the heart space. Is he proud? He should be. Well, Terry, just make sure that you also drink normal water. I'm going to drink some tea. Gotta love sun tea. Oh, I love that though. If you feel a tightness in your chest, make sure you're taking some deep breaths. That was a really funny image. Oh, 100%. Blueberry green tea. I love that though. I like blueberry hill tea mixed with lemonade, which, by the way, lemonade tea is just so good. Highly recommend it. Mixing your favorite tea with lemonade. Unless it's chai tea, don't do that. That does not taste very good. I mean, you could try it, but... Raspberry leaf tea is really good with it, too. It's so good, Jackie. Apologize for the background noise. They're bringing back in the dogs now. Lord. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Thank you for following. I'm glad this is relaxing. You made sweet tea today? I made, so it's sweet tea, but I made sun tea yesterday. So I have a bunch of it in my fridge. That's what I'm drinking. I guess we're getting called to use Howlite as well. I'm going to keep using the Amazonite because it's just still working in the heart space. Terry, yes, 100%, because then you also get the energy of the sun. Great when you're working on something, because then you've got the masculine energy on top of it, so you can really focus and get stuff done while still enjoying yourself. That's positive energy. Though, now I'm interested in making moon tea. I'm going to try that next full moon. That sounds really good. I wonder if what if I made mugwort tea and I charged that into the moon? Tempted. That might be really good. Lauren, there's no shame in that. It's also finding the right tea. You don't need to apologize. Oh, I love that in tune. Actually, when I was making the sun tea this time, I really wanted to add orange slices and lemon slices, but I didn't have any, so I'm hoping to make it next time. Ooh, hematite, blue lotus moon tea. That sounds really good. I really need to get some blue lotus tea. That sounds so good. 1, 2, 3 might be a sign for someone. I again apologize for the background noise. Tomato, that's awesome. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I keep wanting to try it. If you feel a tightness in your chest and it feels like a pinching, take deep breaths. It will release soon. Definitely, yeah. I was like, it's a little bit tight. Definitely, Jane. I hope you have a nice nap and or bedtime. You're good. It is. Feel through any emotions that come up at this time. Let them completely just flow as they need to. They're healthy, and the longer you hold on to them, the harder it will be to let them go. Feels like the heart really got a workout in this session. Hopefully it's not feeling too tender to any of you. Tender but very much appreciated. Yeah. I'm glad that it helps with your anxiety, dear. See if we can ease up some of that tenderness. Deep healing can be a little bit painful sometimes. No, you're good. I pretty much knew. You were talking about the adult juice. I'm pretty sure. Hey, Terry and Mike. I have to monitor what I say on this app. Shales Gentry. So yes, it is called adult juice. I think everyone knows. Okay, I guess there's two ways you could take that, but I'm sure everyone knows what I meant. Genuine, thank you for sharing the live. And then Janine, thank you also for sharing the live. I didn't say that because I was distracted by the heart space. And a lot of, oh, okay, good. It's soothing up a little bit. There's like a lot of heaviness. I'm trying to ease up some of that tension before we head out for the evening. Genuine, thank you for sharing the live. I just really wanted to make sure that we eased up that tension before anything else, because if it remained super tender, it'd be kind of bad. True. I love the dogs barking in the background, by the way, Terry. Interesting. Technically, so is hibiscus, if I remember correctly. So what I'm hearing is, give the blue lotus tea to Aphrodite if she wants some. Because I think she likes that kind of thing, if I remember correctly. I think most of them would probably like that kind of tea, though. I would obviously ask first. Otherwise, just floral teas. Technically, though, it is a floral tea. Sleepy time tea is good, too. I can feel someone's tears. Don't worry, crying is healthy. Take deep breaths. It's going to be okay. Good question. Interesting. I actually probably could benefit from that. Yeah. It was like I'm tapping into it. The moment I started moving up here, I was like, oh, I feel the tears. Take deep breaths. You're safe. Healing is extremely healthy. It's healing. Be kind to yourself. I have heard that, Terry. Ooh. That person's username was cool. Threw me off a little bit at first. I was like, oh, okay. I wonder if they... I would think your name was Baneful Christian. Do you follow Spirituality? Like spirituality.t? Because if you don't, highly recommend them. you would like them. I know you can buy it online, Terry, but I don't know where. And John, hello. Amazon, probably. I would probably get it on Etsy. You're finally warm, that's good. True. World peace would be great. Unfortunately, many people don't see it as realistic. I think it would be possible, but we would have to do a heck of a lot of healing, and a lot of people aren't willing to put in that work. Yet, Angie, yeah. Hopefully one day. LC, I'm doing alright, how are you? Dark, well, please make sure you also drink water, love. I'm glad that you're here then. Hopefully your day hasn't been too bad. Everyone make sure that you're drinking water. On top of any other beverages that you might be drinking. Wait, Terry, did you say that? Did you just say that the Blue Lotus tea works for dry skin? Interesting. Did not know that. That's actually really cool. At some point, I'm going to have to try it. Yeah, me too. Demea, if it was the one about the blue horse earlier, then yes, but if it's a different one, then no. TT, aka TikTok, has been having some issues with not giving me comments that everyone posts, so I only see, the ones that I respond to are the ones that I see. Sometimes when things happen too quickly, I don't end up responding, but yeah. Okay. Thank you, Nikki. Ooh, this is some massive tension. Take some deep breaths if you feel a pressure in your chest. And in your solar plexus? No, sacral. Terry, yeah, me. I'm safe with that too. No chance. We're being called to use the Warrior Stone for helping bring out inner strength. Your sacral is basically right below, if you're looking in the front, it's right below your belly button, or like around your belly button. And then your root is basically the one at your tailbone, or your pelvis. I can see why. Remember that you have the strength that you need in order to get through anything that happens to you. Remember, you've gotten through all of these other things already. Even if you're still struggling through the mental health aspect of things, you've gotten through the worst of it. Remember your strength. You're still here. And even if you tried not to be, you are still here. And that is something to be proud of. Be proud of yourself. Today, I still did not see it. If you want to message me on Instagram, you can. My DMs are open over there. Yes, same username. Also, this is the same username you're going to find for my YouTube channel if you ever want to rewatch any of the lives or any of the videos that I just post over there. I plan on posting one of the 30-minute long, 2-hour-long videos just for over there every week, but I can't say what day because it's going to vary, unfortunately. I'm kind of bad at that. But same username you find here on all three. Hey, that's a great price. And then just so you guys know as a reminder, if you are wanting a tarot or oracle card reading from me, link in bio, I also offer Reiki infused crystal bracelets, crystal baskets, and custom spell jar necklaces and earrings. There's also crystal cage earrings up there, but you can't see it because of the way the camera is. And I will be offering seashell earrings at some point soon, if you guys are interested. Yeah. Actually, so far I'm actually still practicing with making these seashell earrings and stuff. Let me grab some real quick. Hopefully that didn't break. For example, here's one of the options so far. It has a self-love jar with sea sand, some sea salt, a note in a bottle, and then rose petals, and then you have a seashell with a faux pearl. And then I'm playing around with the ideas right now still. Like this one has a faux pearl and just the seashell. But so far I've only done self-love ones, but I do plan on doing some other ones. Yeah, if you want to make an order for a custom spell jar necklace, the spell jars, I have it tied up. It looks like this little dude and has a little pentagram piece on it, but you can ask me to not put the pentagram on if you just want the jar. That is an option. I actually do have anxiety relief Reiki infused bracelets too, and stress relief ones if you are interested. They also come with an emotional healing one. The packs are protection and intuition boost, self-love and confidence, stress and anxiety relief with emotional healing, and then the last one is abundance, so good luck and abundance, and motivation. They are 2 for $10. But links in bio if you're interested. And as long as it is a weekday, you will get it will be shipped out the next day, but if it is over a weekend, you will have to wait until Monday. Thank you for following, Mary. But if you guys are looking for spiritual guidance or messages from your spirit guides or deity or angel, link guide readings and angel readings and deity readings as well. They have the simple 1-card pulls, but they also have the longer ones. I always recommend the 5-card pull if you're just looking for spirit guide message, but you can get the 1-card, or I think there's a 3-card option as well for oracle cards, but that is up to you. Highly recommended. Alright, you guys, my phone is going to die and it is now 6 p.m. here, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're going to do an energy cleanse real quick, and then energy protection, and then we're going to call it good for the night. If you guys are able to make it tomorrow to the energy readings, it'll be 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, for reference, it is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here right now. I highly recommend them if you are needing any kind of spiritual advice, or you don't know what to work on, or you just want to join and come listen to me talk about a lot of different things. Either way works for me. Celine, of course. I'm happy to help. Terrier. I wonder if that is why she's doing it. That would be really funny, actually. I would laugh. But if she does try to block it, I'm just going to take the cards out. I doubt she'd be blocking it. That would be really funny. I doubt that's the reason. Yes, Reiki healing is extremely deep, extremely thorough. I pair mine with therapy, so it's very helpful. We're actually going to use the big black obsidian instead of the little one today. Therapy is super important when you're learning to heal and you're learning the proper coping mechanisms. There's different types of therapy. I'm in talk therapy. After this specific kind of Reiki healing, I would recommend working with crystals for self-love and compassion. So rose quartz, amethyst for emotional healing as well, malachite, and then also moonstone for emotional balance. And then any kind of cleansing stone to keep your energy cleansed and calm, I would highly recommend that. Otherwise, grounding crystals like smoky quartz, snowflake obsidian is also a great one for lifting anxiety and depression as well. And then probably kunzite for balancing giving and receiving love. But that is all we have for today. I hope you guys come in tomorrow. If not, we will be going live again on Friday for another Reiki healing session, and again on Saturday for another energy reading session. So if you guys are interested, please join me. I love you guys. I will catch you next time. See you tomorrow.